welcome back to another episode of the Motor Spirit EG6. I'm Will, if you haven't seen me before. I'm sorry I haven't posted up for a week or so, maybe a little bit longer. I've not had a lot of time recently to work on the car, and I've just been getting away whenever I can, really, for a couple of hours on an evening or in an afternoon and just getting bits done. I did start filming snippets of what I was doing, but it was just becoming a bit of a mess, really. But I'll give you a quick update on what I've got done and what's to come. So guys, the majority of my time has been spent under the car. Luckily I've got these ramps to work under, which obviously helps me massively. I suppose when I left you last we were sorting out the fuel system, so now I'll get some light. We've now got all the lines plumbed up. The whole thing's plumbed up and working. I've crudely wired the secondary fuel pump just off of the main one, just so the car runs for now. So it's going for a wiring, it's rewire in a couple of days. And I've been revising the exhaust. You'll see now I've got the second silencer and I've literally just finished that now. I've tucked up this main silencer. It is literally, it is finger tight up there. You've got millimeters of space between that silencer. I imagine it may vibrate, but it is pretty well solidly mounted. I managed to put a rubber bobbin at the back of the sort of tail section if you like, so that's now mounted on there. And obviously where we did it originally down that end. The tail section's not changed much. All I've done is put in a V-band here now, just to help with fitting and removal. So it's now a two-piece exhaust instead of the single piece that it was before. So what I did was I stepped the exhaust up. I bought two 45-degree bends and just stepped it up. So that's nice and tight in there now. And we've got a rubber mounting at the front here. That's the only piece that really holds up the centre section, but obviously it's held in front and rear by the V-bands. And then tonight I've just put in this slight kink in the pipe just to move this silencer slightly away from the shift linkage, which now, again, it gets pretty close, but we've got plenty of clearance there to be able to shift perfectly. A slightly shorter flexi, and that's it really. So it all sits up really nice and tight now and out of the way. So you can see, if you look down the side profile of the car, hopefully you can see that okay. It's only just sticking down, and I'm happy with that. It's much better than it was. So that's what I've been up to, and as I've been harping on about for the past few episodes, the car's going for a rewire soon. I'm really looking forward to that soon, like 3 days time. So I just wanted to get the car running and in as good a state as I can, ready for that. Once the rewire's done, well, we'll be looking towards a training week with the team. Yeah, but we're in a good space at the moment. I've just been badgering away slowly, getting things done. What I'm going to do now is just put the side skirt back on, so that's done. And then we'll fire it up, see if it's any quieter. It should be a little bit quieter. How much, I don't know. The other thing that I did as well with the exhaust that I forgot to mention just then, sorry I haven't got the light, but I replaced them pie cuts with some 90-degree bends. Obviously, this wasn't a 90-degree angle, so even though these 90s are in, this is still angled off from here a touch, just to sort of keep that swept back look, but otherwise it all sits pretty perfect. So nothing left to do really. Oh, that is a few other things I do want to do is I've bought some ABS sheet to hopefully replace this lip, which is now battered. I'm tempted to go full depth. Instead of coming underneath the bumper, come off the front of the bumper and sort of mount it from this line down, so it's a bit more of a frontal air dam instead of it being tucked underneath. And then I'm going to go back to the splitter because I want to be able to test it on our training week, do some testing with the splitter. I'm just going to double up the thickness because I think 6mm die bond is probably a little bit too thin to sort of split the air. I don't know a lot about aerodynamics, but that's what I see in my head. So I'm going to double it up so it's 12mm thick, only on the front blade section, not the whole thing. And we'll get that back on, make sure it still fits with everything there, which it should do actually. There's nothing that's changed at the front. Yeah, so we'll play with that, and then it will just be getting ready for race season really. The car needs a real good clean out still, so I'm going to pull a lot of stuff off and dig out all the grit and dirt, hopefully tidy up the interior a bit and just make the whole car a bit more presentable. Ready for the first race at Autumn Park, coming April the 14th, so put it in your diaries, come down and say hello. It'd be really good to meet some of you guys. Yeah, we'll have a big setup there, so it should be good, but obviously that's a ways off yet. Hopefully we'll have fingers crossed we'll have no issues with the fuel system and the exhaust with the noise, but we'll find out now. I'm going to try and test it now. I'm going to put the side skirt on, we'll get it off, fire it up and see what it's like. So I thought I filmed me coming off the ramp, but unfortunately I took a photo instead of actually filming it. But yeah, it sounds a bit more muffled. I can't really remember exactly what it sounded like, to be honest, but it certainly seems a bit more quiet at idle, so I'm going to let it warm up. Just seen a mosquito, oh my god, kill it. Burn out all the oils and that are in the inside of the pipe and stuff. And we'll do a quick noise test, and that'll be me for today, and then we'll be getting it up north for the rewire. So I'll let it warm up and then we'll do a noise test. Alright, so that's the noise test. The highest reading I've seen on my phone after I came back from the car was 109 decibels. I'm hoping that's kind of that. As it's coming down the revs, it's quite loud, but we'll see. If anything, it's got louder than it was before. But I'll see when I play the footage back on here, we'll see where we're at, and hopefully we'll be okay. Hopefully. Yeah. The proof will be when I get to a track day or something and see where we're at. But yeah, so that'll be next month. We'll find that out. Hopefully we'll be okay, like I say. Oh, that'll be a lot of work wasted, and I'll feel a little bit sick inside, but let's not worry about it now. Cool, that's me done for today. It's bloody freezing outside, so I'm going to go back and get me some din-dins. Yeah, this is more of just of an update episode, really, so I doubt it'll last very long, and I've done a lot of chit-chat. Yeah, just to let you know what's been going on. So we're in a good state now. Car's going for a rewire in a few days. Once I get it back, I'll show you all the good stuff that's come out of that. And then we'll get the car tidied up and ready for the training week. Yeah, all right guys, so until next time really, I'll see you soon, and yeah, subscribe and stuff. Oh yeah, Facebook page, Team Motorspirit. If you're not seeing it, give it a like. I always put pictures up and stuff of what's going on at the time, so I don't have to wait for videos to be edited if you want to keep up with what's going on with the car. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.